So good evening, friends. Warm welcome on behalf of Global Institute of Value Education Society for another interactive session on importance of medical law in our country. So we are going to have a lots of discussion on medical law and various questions which came to me in relation to various aspects in today's practice of medicine. In today's session, we are going to have a lots of ideas in relation to medical law existing in country. I have been told by the global that lots of people are there who are interested in medical legal consultant program and medical legal awareness program and the importance of medical law also. During the process, if at all there is a possibilities of taking that questions, I am definitely going to take to upgrade your knowledge in relation to the same. COVID-19 situation, you are aware about COVID-19 situation. The Epidemic Act 1897, which was 123 years back act, has been enforced to control the pandemic situation, endemic situation. It has given a power to authorities to make any rules. That's the reason there is a conflict between authorities, and the authorities are still struggling to know the configuration. As I have already discussed about Disaster Management Act 2005, where when any authority take over your hospital or compel you to practice serve the country, there is a section which says that they must be compensated. So if at all your hospital is taken over by any of the authorities or you are compelled to do a practice, the authorities are mandated to compensate you for all the losses and damages you have got. So for the purpose of a compensation, they have defined the guidelines and they are compensating in somewhere, like many of the ICMR guidelines you see or local authority guidelines you see, they must have capped the rate for the admission, but they have opened you for 20% of the hospital to be used the way you want. Another part, they have opened you to use the disposables or any other like PPE kit, other expenses and medicines, another thing to charge. So lots of things are definitely there under Disaster Management Act, which already implemented in the COVID-19 situation. And my doctors are protected. Just don't worry. One thing you remember and keep in your mind, if you are serving a society at large, you are a soldier for the country. At this stage, you are trying to save the life of the people. No law is going to block you. You can't avoid antisocial people. You can't avoid extortionists. You can't avoid the local politician. You can't avoid the local patrakars. They are going to do their job. But friend, even they complain to the police station or if they complain to any of the authorities, unless investigation is done, nothing happens to you. I always used to say my doctor not to worry. I have got multiple cases. I got a case where patient post-delivery turned out to be positive. The relative has allegated the hospital that my wife was not positive but got positive in your hospital. And then this allegation, but this is allegation because investigation officer need to prove that the COVID positive patient, COVID exposure happened during the transit or at their home or at hospital. So complaints are going to be there, not to worry. Letters are going to go to authorities, not to worry, because ultimately that is the remedies known to the people. But don't get threatened, don't get panic, don't get anything impacting your practice. Just answer the notices to the people, answer, let them investigate. At the end of the day, nothing is going to happen to you. Friend, teleconsultation has boomed in this country. I have already suggested about the liability, never worry, because I said Supreme Court has got a beautiful judgments to take care of your professional liability in the form of criminal liability. As I said, Supreme Court in very clear categorical word has said that medical science is a complex science and complexity of the same is beyond imagination of medical professionals. So even medical accident in the form of death, doctor must not be held responsible. Friend, when Supreme Court says that you are not liable for every death, what the court says, if due care has not been taken, if you have not taken a care of the patient in spite of knowing the complication, then you will be responsible for that. So Supreme Court are there who have defined the criminal medical negligence. Unless it is gross, you will not be troubled. Consumer Court, you got indemnity policy with you. Indemnity policy, doctors is already providing the better customized indemnity policy. Customized indemnity policy covers 1:1 coverage, that is 1 crore coverage of one case or 10 cases of 10 lakhs. It covers the out-of-court settlement. It covers your legal fees. It covers your advanced technology like teleconsultation, second opinion, online. When everything is considered under the indemnity, even the COVID-19. So what's harm in going with indemnity policy? Have a medical legal service experts policy. So medical legal experts are always there to help you. Medical legal service is not only a domain of providing a protection, but friend, try to understand many of the time where you need on a fingertip medical legal expert. If you become a medical legal expert, you can be respected across the country like anything. Friend, pre, during, post, always medical legal experts are needed. Pre, suppose there is a potent litigant and you have seen that this guy is going to create a problem for you in future, consult your medical legal expert, do your auditing of IPT, OPT paper, make your paper proper, make things proper, and let time come, you will be defended. If any notice comes, answer notice so properly that it does not go in a court of law or further cases. During many times, many things happens. I don't deny that. I'll give one example. During the surgery, death has happened. My doctor has made all the paper properly, but everything is not possible to mention in that panic scenario situation. When it has gone to expert was opinion, when growth was observed clear indication of pulmonary edema, why Lasix diuretic given after 45 minutes? It's not that my doctor has not given on time, but while writing, the wavelength must have co-matched. And in such a scenario, the legal implication definitely is going to be troublesome because it comes under a deficiency of services. So friend, try to understand, if you've got a medical legal expert with you or you are a medical legal expert, you can be taken care in that scenario situation. And in that scenario situation, you can guide your client. And here, during surgery, if death happens, people can immediately exchange the paper on WhatsApp, on a scan, and email copy. Just look to the paper, put your ideas, declare a death, let it go for the ADR, that is a postmortem accidental death report can be filed, and you are going to be safe. In medical counsel, if your medical records are good, nothing is going to happen to you, friend. In a criminal court, nothing is going to happen to you. In consumer court, if your medical records are good, I'll give an example. One cosmetic case I was there where patient in laser treatment of hair removal has gone a burn after 10th sitting, filed a case. But since in a consent form, everything was detailed, explained to the patient about the complication, court observed that there is no negligence on the part of a doctor. But a similar case of other where neurosurgeon was posted a patient for lumbar puncture. Patient died after a few days. The relative has filed a case against the doctor for inhuman treatment. And according to the complainant, he said that my patient was inside the room when two people were holding her and doctor was injecting a needle in a vertebra without using a local anesthesia. And she was in a very severe pain. Doctor had defended, no, we have given a local anesthesia, but medical record was brought in front of a court and court has not found anywhere on a medical record LA word or a local anesthesia word. And inhuman treatment is termed to be a deficiency of services. So friend, your medical record is going to play a vital role. Your medical legal service provider is going to help you for maintaining your medical record. Post in court, suppose matter goes. You are busy, you are not free in evening, advocates are free in evening. Advocates are very good, but they are struggling with the medical terminology, friend. Medical terminology, asphyxia, hypoxia, neurotoxicity, nephrotoxicity, they are unaware of. Friend, in such a scenario, your medical legal experts are there. They can go through your drafting and documentation. They can advise you something, and after going to third angle, it goes to the court of law and you are being safeguarded. Even the argument can be done by medical legal expert because that time quick decision for the presentation need to be taken, which my advocate struggles always. So before, during and after. Even for defamation, nowadays, lots of YouTube channel has cropped up as a news channel. They are putting their words in your mouth. You are struggling to handle this so-called local media people. Experts are there, discuss with them and then deal with the media people. That is going to be a really safeguarding. Mob can be handled by experts' opinion. Not only that, defamation notice can be sent to these people who are defaming on social media to you. If you get worried with the notices, the defamator, violator also get worried with the notices. Send the notice, what's harm? So lots of things which are needed in the medical legal services in a criminal court, civil court, medical counsel courts are going to be protected to you, friend. So in medical talk, I just wanted to give a little idea to you. It is not only a domain where you can get protected, but if you do a medical legal program, which is the domain of a Global Institute of Paleontological Society, because I cannot reach everywhere in a country. I want to create a medical legal consultant in a country by parting my 18 years of experience in this field and success stories of 15,000 cases. Friend, that is only possible if something can be done. So Global Institute has taken a responsibility of creating a medical legal consultant across the country for the people who are interested. They have got 3 months program, which are going to be having a 12 sessions, going to teach every possible aspect of a criminal medical negligence, including your IPC, CRPC, including your Evidence Act. They are going to teach you complete Consumer Protection Act, about Medical Counsel Act, about drafting and documentation, about presenting yourself in a court of law. If any advocate is engaged, you got knowledge, then you can discuss with the advocate that he is in proper track or not. Because you've got because ignorance is the cause of suffering. If you got some knowledge, your ignorance cannot make you suffer. So knowledge sharing domain is with the Global Institute. They are running a food and nutrition course tomorrow at 12 o'clock. If you are interested, you can also be a part to that, as being an introduction to food and nutrition. Why food and nutrition? Because wellness industries is going very fast in the country, and wellness industry has got new future in this country. Weight loss, weight gain, lifestyle management, and lots of youngsters are diverting toward that. With the food and nutrition, by counseling and diet, you can start your own domain of a wellness industry. And the greatest plus point, tomorrow I am going to talk a law in relation to wellness. One secret, let me open to you. You need not to be a doctor to do that particular industry. So non-doctor also can do that, because Drugs and Cosmetic Act talks about the prescription, but OTC product talks about the over-the-counter product, and food drug talks about the food drug. So giving a diet, providing a nutraceutical, or giving a natural diet does not come in the purview of a medical registration. So lots of things are going to be there. Tomorrow I'm going to speak on that at 12 o'clock for diet and nutrition batch. The food and nutrition is going to be another domain. Medical legal program is going to be another domain where you're going to learn every aspect, including the appearance in the court of law, which you are allowed in a quasi-judicial body. Again, there is a different program which is organized by this particular Global Institute, like digital marketing, telemedicine courses, and also medical legal trainer program. So friend, you can be a part and parcel to Global Institute for any purposes you want, and you can really make a help of your knowledge to these people.